Hello, this is Alicia, and in this video I want to show you how to add art yarn into your basket. So I have this beautiful bundle of art yarn from Gilly at FabFiberArt. She does such a beautiful job of blending colors, spinning. She also creates many other beautiful things. But what I love about her yarn is that each bundle is different and has different color variations. And so this one, I'm going to pair it with a pink basket, which I've never done before, but there is just a tiny hint of pink in here. I have made other baskets with the same yarn, and you can see how even pairing it with more of the tans and browns makes it just a totally different color, and I just love that. I also have this one, which I did with white, and that looks really pretty too. So I'm going to try it with pink today and see how that goes, but let me show you how to do that. So this bundle is about 5 yards. For this basket, I will probably end up using half of this. If I was using a bigger basket, I would get probably closer to the 5 yards, but I'll just use about half today. And there are 2 ways to add yarn in to your basket. I'm going to show you the slightly harder way because I think that it helps to preserve the yarn better. So know that it'll just take a little bit longer, and it may not be as easy, but I definitely think it's worth it. So what I'm going to do first is I am starting on a brand new row. So remember how to do that. Just come back to your extension that starts row 2, come all the way out, and right here is where my new row is going to start. I'm just going to add this in. Just like normal, as if you were adding in new string. Okay, that's pretty good. And then I want to show you that when I add in the yarn, I don't solely do that. So I also have the macrame string underneath. I prefer that, but you can do it any way you want. If you want to be done with the pink and then just go straight for this, that's fine. I just kind of like how it has some different variation in there. So that's what I'm going to do. So now that I'm going to start working with it, I'm going to pull it up. I'm just going to make this into a little bundle. Give myself a little slack there. Okay, now I'm going to coil as normal. But before I do a stitch, I'm now going to coil with this. I'm going to do that 1 or 2 times. Then I'm going to make a stitch. I did add an extra coil to this row for each set. And the reason for that is because I just want to give myself a little extra room for all of the yarn that I'm going to put in. So now I'm going to coil again. Just giving myself 1 extra coil. Now I'm going to coil with my yarn. Moving my bundle through every time. Just like that. And now I'll make my stitch. Okay, now let's do this a few times. Okay, did just a little bit more that time because I did less on the previous set. And let's make our stitch. Okay, so let me do that again, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit more in case you can't quite see. Then you can just pull out more yarn as you go from your bundle and just keep working this around. The reason that I haven't cut off the yarn, even though I'm not going to use all of it, is because I don't actually know how much I'm going to use, and I don't want to waste any of this by cutting off too long of a piece. And I definitely don't want to cut a piece that's too short. So I'm going to keep that whole bundle intact through the whole process. Oh no, I have a knot, so I'm going to have to get that out. Okay, my knot is out. I'm going to keep moving on. So I'm just going to continue this process until I get all the way around and have completed that full row. And at that point, I'll start the video again and just show you how we can just easily end this art yarn and continue on with our project. Okay, I have made it all the way around. And now let's tuck the rest of this art yarn into the basket and continue on. So where I'm at is I am starting on the next row. I am also going to be changing colors to beige. So I just want to do one more coil with this yarn. Then I'm going to cut it off about like that. And I'm going to take both my pink string and this art yarn I'm going to tuck those along just like we normally do when we are changing color. I'm going to continue on with my new color. Okay, and then let's cut off that pink too to get that out of the way. Okay, so that part is done. Now we can continue on with the rest of our basket just as normal.